Hi everyone, it's Madison, and today I'm going to be doing my makeup with this sultry palette and a few other little side palettes. And so this is what it looks like, and I thought I'd record the finished look before, so that way you guys would get a little insight into what you're going to be watching. And let me just tell you, these eyeshadow palettes were not the best. I mean, this one, I love this one, but the other ones were like $1 ones that I got for my birthday from a friend, and they are just a no-go. Like, I'll never use them again. But I made do with what I had, and I did something I'd never done before, and yeah, so if you want to get right into the video and watch it, then let's go. First thing I'm going to do is going to go in with my favorite foundation, which is the Tarte Amazon Clay Foundation, and I'm in the shade Light Sand. So I'm just going to put a little dollop right there on my hand, and I am going to take this brush. I got it for Christmas. I don't know where it's from though, because I got it for Christmas, and I'm just going to take it and blend it in all over. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead in with my Maybelline New York concealer in the shade Light, and I am just going to put it down here and like all the way down to like the tip of my nose in a kind of triangular shape, because it's going to help me sculpt out my nose and brighten up my eyes at the same time. And that's exactly what the point of concealer, well, it's not the point of concealer. The point of concealer is to cover up those dark circles, but it also helps brighten up and lighten under your eyes. So for this, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to dab it everywhere, because I always try to do under my eyes first before I go in on my forehead and my nose, because I feel like this needs to be worked in first. I don't know, I guess I'm just a weird person. But after I do that, I always go in right here on my forehead, down my nose a little bit, right here on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. So part of the reason why I do it on my chin is to lighten it up, but also I have like a scar on my chin that I use this to cover up. So yeah. And then I'm just gonna dab this. I'm just gonna blend all of this in first. And then since I'm done with that, I need to go in with my powder to make sure it doesn't crease, because that would be very, very bad. So I bake sometimes, but I'm not going to today. But I'm just going to rub it right here and under here and over here and down along here. And then I'll just take everywhere else, because even though these spots don't really wrinkle, we don't want them to split apart and break up and stuff. So we have to do that too. Now I'm just going to bronze with my Wet n Wild bronzer, and for that I am just going to take this brush and dab it and put it right here, and I'm just gonna kind of just blend it all over right here where I want it contoured. I'm going to take a little bit more, and then I'm going to brush it up like this, across and back down and down to my jawline in like a little 3 shape, because those are the 3 places you want to contour the most. Some people contour their nose, but I don't. Well, I'm really not contouring, I'm bronzing, but same difference, right? Well, contouring gives you more of a chiseled, and bronzing is just bronzing your face. So there is a difference, but yeah. So now that I'm done bronzing, I always do blush. So I'm gonna be taking my Milani powder brush, which looks like this. And for that, I am going to, where is my brush? Oh, right here. This brush, it is Tech something. I've had it for that long. I don't know what brand it is. And I'm just going to rub it on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to go with highlighting with my handy dandy, I just got bronzer everywhere, with my handy dandy Strobe and Glow palette, which looks like this. And I am just going to take my brush and swipe it across all the shades. And then just put it right here on my cheekbones. And I always do it my cheekbones, my nose, my Cupid's bow. I don't do it anywhere else because I feel like that's just a little bit too exaggerated. So after that, I'm going to comb my brows and do them. And today, I don't even know what eyeshadow look I'm doing. I'm just playing with one of my eyeshadow palettes because I've used some of the colors in it, but not all of them. So, oh, and today I'm going to be using my Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volume. It's Brow Precise Fiber Volume Mascara. So it doesn't go on your eyes, it's for your brows, but it looks like this. So it kind of is a mascara, and I always start by taking it up like this and going over and then down, just kind of making sure it's worked through all of my brow. And then I take a little thing here and I just comb it through because we don't want any spots missed, and I kind of like brush it up and down. That's how. Next we're going to go ahead and do our eyes, and I start off by taking my same concealer as earlier, the Maybelline one, and I take, where is my brush? And I take this little flat topped Wet n Wild brush and I run it along right here, and then I just take it right along the arch of my brow and down like that, because I'm carving out my brows, if I forgot to say that. And I'm just going to take it like this and then bring it down, because we are also going to use this as a, eye primer. Couldn't think of the word. So now we are just going to dab it on our eye a little bit like that, like so. And then I'm just going to rub it in with my finger because using brush is too much work. So the first thing we're going to do to get started on our eye is, now, since we've used concealer, we have the colors are not going to go on our eyes as much, so I'm just going to take a light color to put on it. But first I should probably tell you what palette I'm using. I'm going to be using this Sultry palette that I got for Christmas. And I know I'm going to be doing a blue look, but I don't know. Oh, and I'm also going to be using these two little cheap palettes because I need more blue colors to do a blue look. So yeah, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is taking this little brush and going in on this color right here. You can't really tell, this color. It's just a light little white nudie color. And I'm just going to be putting it all over my eye to soften up the concealer and make it more workable. So yeah, and then after doing this, we can go ahead and get started on putting the actual colors in the eye. And to do that, I'm going to grab this little brush. It came with this palette actually, and it's like one of my favorite brushes, but it is Profusion. And something I'd just like to point out, I got this palette at Christmas and I've already like destroyed it. The top is coming off, it's broken. So that's always fun. But the first color I'm going to be going in with is a transition shade, and I'm going to be going in with this one right here. It's a little bit dark. It's not what I normally use, but I don't want to get into a different palette, so we're just going to make it work. And we are going to do circular motions and then windshield wiper motions, and we're just going to kind of blend it and work it in and up. And you don't want to do total, oh, got it in my eyebrow. You don't want to do total windshield wiper motions. You want to kind of work it in like this, like so. And after that, make sure that's worked in all the way. And we'll clean this up later and, you know, with concealer. But after that, I think I'm going to go in with, now, I've never done this look before, and I've never used this palette. I've never used either of these. They're still, my camera died. So the first color I'm going to go in with is this one right here from this CoverGirl palette. And I'm going to take the same brush I was just using, and I am just going to dip into that one and just put it in the crease. Oh boy, this has like no pigment at all. Well, I did warn you guys, I'd never used it before. Oh, how are we going to make this work? This is, oh gosh. We're just going to keep applying till we can get up enough to do something with it. It's not mixing very well with the transition shade. So I'm going to say, guys, do not get these. I got them for my birthday from my cousin, and I've learned my lesson. So this is not working very well, but I think I have it in there, maybe just a little bit more, have it in there well enough that we can go ahead and try and work on the next color. So the next one, we are just going to take this Royal and Langini Smoky Eye, and we are going to take this blue color. Let's hope it does a little bit better than the last one. And we're just going to concentrate it right here. And we're going to put it in the crease, but we aren't going to blend it as much as we did the other one. So yeah, and we're also going to concentrate it on this outer V more than we did the other one. And we're going to use this to help darken it up, because the other color did not do barely anything, and neither is this one. They're just not working too well. So yeah, so I'm going to go back in with this brush to blend it out a little bit more. And I just need to, like, because we don't want it concentrated all in one area, we want it kind of blended together, if you know what I'm saying. Boy, this is not going too well, because yeah. And let me tell you all, I'm not a professional, barely know makeup, and so yeah, I'm just working with what I got. So we're gonna go back in with this brush and this color a little bit more, see if using this brush in this outer V, this outer corner right here, and we're gonna be like patting on. Gotta pat, pat, pat. We're gonna pat, and we're gonna just kind of like work it up, work the color up. So I think that's the best we're going to get. And I don't even know if you guys can see or tell that it's there, because it's like barely there. But we are going to go ahead and cut the crease. Well, not all of it, but part of it. And so we're just going to go back in with that same brush I had earlier. And we're just going to take it right across here. Like so. And I am going to blend this in, and then we will start applying our colors. Alright, so now that our crease is cut to a point. It's actually not even in a point. But we are going to go back in with this palette in this color right here, just to do the same thing we did earlier and soften up that concealer. And we're just gonna run it, we're just gonna pack it on in the spots that I just put the concealer. So it looks like that. And then we are going to take the end of this brush right here, and the first shade we are going to grab is this royal shade right here. It is absolutely stunning in person. I don't know if you can tell, but it is beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. And we are just going to pack it on the edge right here, because we aren't going to be doing the whole lid in this color. And we're gonna put it to about the middle right here. And I've never used this color before. I've swatched it, but I've never used it. And it's doing pretty nice. I didn't wet the brush or anything, and it's not like this palette is like super expensive or high quality. So you have to, remember that. And then we are going to take the other side, and we are going to go in with this color right here. We're going to put it everywhere that we didn't put the other color. And so far, it's doing about the same thing that the other palette did, so we aren't going to use that. We're going to cover it up with Lagoon, since that last color did not work too well. And we are just going to place it on the inner corner. I'm going to use my finger a little bit. And yeah, and we're just going to then mix them together a little bit. And I'm going to go back in with this brush again, and I'm going to go back in with this blue shade and we're going to go with two shades and this bluish shade. And we're going to put it right here in the outer corner to kind of soften up the crease, the cut crease, because we don't want it. Alright, there. And then for under my eye, since I always do under my eye, we are going to take this brush and go in with this color, the first blue color we used, and we're gonna put it on this side, and then we're gonna go under like so. I had fallout under my eye, now it's like blue right here. So I'd pretty much say that these are a flop, and yeah, so I wouldn't recommend these. They are not very good. I didn't have like high hopes for them, but I kind of figured they'd at least give me some pigment, but I think I made it work. I just look retarded and like I don't know makeup, which I like don't, but yeah. And so I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up with some concealer. Oh yeah, my brush. I'm gonna use this brush again, and I'm just going to carve it like that, like so. And I'm just gonna blend it in. Oh, do you see what happened there? Blue went everywhere. My life, guys, my life. I just have blue everywhere under my eye. Do you see that? Yeah. So instead of that, we're gonna go in with a little bit of foundation, because first we're gonna finish blending it in because we didn't get it blended in all the way. Oh, crap. Okay. Jeez, beauty blenders are not very good at this. Alright. We're just gonna put the tiniest little bit of foundation on my hand right there. We're gonna take it and we're just gonna dab it on those blue spots. And hopefully it'll help conceal them. And you know, it didn't really conceal them, but good enough, because this is just not working too well, guys. So I am going to go ahead and put my mascara on. Well, should I do a wing? It might cover up some of the horribleness about this. So yeah, I'll do a wing. I'm just gonna take it right along the edge. And if you guys want a tutorial on how to get a good wing, just comment down below and I can do that. Hey, so my camera cut out, so you missed me putting on my mascara and my lips. But for mascara, I used my Katy Cat Eye and my e.l.f. mascara. And then for my lips, I used my Kylie matte lipstick in the color Pumpkin, if you can see. And then I also used this Love You Kiss. I don't even know where I got this. I've had this for like 5 years and I'm still using it. That might be disgusting and weird, but I'm still using it. So yeah, I just put this on first and then I put the little brown lip gloss on over it. And I used a little bit of my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Setting Spray. So I just squirted it everywhere. And this is the final look. I'm not in love with the lips or the eye, but I think I may do with what I had. Hey guys, so I forgot to say in the video that if you liked this video, go hit that like button down below. And if you like me or the things I put on my channel, go hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to show your love for makeup.